Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Middle. Alert!
In motion is Hardy.
Hey, tight.
Allen going to look to throw on the first play. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Middle. Look out.
Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. Down the left sideline. Cook able to escape. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Chaz Surratt coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Bills at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Jet 300. Jet. Hey, take 26.
Rodgers now on first down. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier in the season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. Here's 2nd and 10. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Cook is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Those are the words you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Bills nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Pushing his way through. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at about the 32. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
When you talk about this Jets defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and a yard. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On second down, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Deontay Hardy back deep. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bills will take over the football with a first and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Again, it's Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Allen now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Allen going to audible to a different look. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal. Allen. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. On the move past the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Rodgers now on first down. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 70. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Allen off the play fake. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Allen on first and 10. He'll let this go deep for Sherfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Allen looks to throw on second down. This taken in by Kincaid. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, tight. Half.
On first down, Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Middle.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
88. Find out. You got 58.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Up the middle, it's Cook, and he is met in his... the line of scrimmage. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return, Hardy. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And I think the ball's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points.
Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Allen going to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Allen going to go on fourth down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
This is 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 19 and a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook. His third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Man in motion is Sherfield. It's complete to Cook. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Now Allen going to change it up.
On second down, here's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Rodgers now to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Hey, where y'all going? Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 1st down and then some. Give them 29 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. To the air, Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Cook. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
22 yards. 1st down, Jets.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation.